In St. Paul, Minnesota, what once seemed unimaginable is now possible. Zach Parise, the Minnesota Wild, are on a major tear. The NHL's hottest team with a win tonight can move into the top 8 in the Western Conference, somewhere it hasn't been in more than 2 months. For Jamie Benn of the Dallas Stars, goal scoring hasn't been a problem. He's got 7 in his last 6 games, but keeping the puck out has been. The Stars are 5 out beginning play tonight. Hockey Day in America continues on NBC tonight. From St. Paul, Minnesota, it's the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild in a crucial Western Conference showdown on NBCSN. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Hockey Day in America on NBCSN. I'm Gord Miller. What a difference 5 weeks and 1 trade have made for the Minnesota Wild. In mid-January, the Wild had lost 6 in a row, including their 2 worst losses of the season, 7-1 and 7-2. But since then, they have been on an extraordinary run. They are the NHL's hottest team over the last 12 games with a 10-1-1 record. They're scoring a little more, but their goals against is dramatically better. In fact, they're playing defense as well or better than anyone in the National Hockey League right now. Let's bring in NBC hockey analyst Bret Hedican from nearby North St. Paul, Minnesota. Bret, we know hockey's a team game, but for the Wild, this has been about the one player they acquired in a trade 5 weeks ago.
5 weeks ago, you're right. Chuck Fletcher goes out and gets Devan Dubnyk, and he's been absolutely tremendous. 16 games for the Minnesota Wild. He's got 12 wins, 2-2 overall. You look, he's only given up 25 goals against Gord. He's got 5 shutouts with the Minnesota Wild, which is the quickest of any goaltender in their history to 16 games to get those 5 shutouts. But you look at those 25 goals, that's just incredible over that short amount of time, because the previous 16, they gave up 63 goals. And on top of that, they're getting some first period goals. They got 22, which is leading right now in the first period to start hockey games. So he's getting that run support in the goals in the first, and he's shutting the door.
Now, meantime, if you're looking for one game that summarizes the Dallas Stars season, last night against Detroit might do the trick. Dallas scored 6 times, had 2 2-goal leads, and still lost.
It has. It's been one of those seasons right now for the Dallas Stars, and you just can't give up 5 goals 15 times during the course of the season and expect to win hockey games. And on top of that, they haven't had a lot of success in the Central Division. They're only 5-10-6 in the Central, which is worst of any team within their division. So they've got to find that stability. Obviously, Jamie Benn leading the way. Abdelkader, this was the controversial goal last night. They got a big goal. The Red Wings on that play right there. Lindy Ruff fired up on that. And then Kronwall ices this game. And a barn burner up and down hockey game back and forth. Obviously, Leighton not happy with that. So this team's got to find some stability and shut the door in their defensive zone. They're trying to find that. Lindy Ruff talked about it, but they've got great leadership in Jamie Benn.
Minnesota's won 3 of the 4 meetings this year, but Dallas took the last one by that 7-1 score. That precipitated the trade for Devan Dubnyk in Dallas. Zach Parise has been a gold medal winner for the U.S. at the World Junior Championship. A 2-time U.S. Olympian, including the captain in Sochi. And on Hockey Day in America, he'll join our Bret Hedican when we come back. The NHL on NBCSN is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the game's most refreshing beer. And by Honda, official vehicle of the National Hockey League. It's a great day to be outside playing hockey. In fact, a year from this weekend, the Minnesota Wild will host an outdoor game against the Chicago Blackhawks. In the meantime, the focus is indoors, and Zach Parise standing by with Bret Hedican.
Well, February started nowhere near a playoff spot. Here you are, 1 point back. What does it say about the toughness of your team?
We've been playing well as of late. We've been playing a lot better defensively, and our goalie's been really good for us.
Well, you mentioned your goaltender. What has he done for your team? He's provided all that stability. Is that giving you guys some big confidence right now?
It really has. It's kind of changed the way we've played. He's made the saves that we need him to make, and he's bailed us out on a lot of times and kept us in games. So we need him to keep that up, and we're playing pretty well in front of him, too.
Have a good night.
Zach Parise has deep roots in the state of Minnesota, and so do these 2 franchises. Lots of U.S.-born players in action, including Grand Rapids, Minnesota's Alex Goligoski, Nate Prosser, and a host of other U.S. stars led by Ryan Suter will do battle on Hockey Day in America next. Here in St. Paul, Minnesota, here are tonight's starting goalies, brought to you by Honda. No surprise for the Wild, making his 17th consecutive start. Devan Dubnyk had a 15-save shutout against Edmonton in his last start. His 5th shutout in 16 starts since joining the Wild. And for the Stars, it's Jonas Enroth, who was acquired from Buffalo for Anders Lindback 11 days ago. He has not yet won as a Dallas Star. So a crucial Western Conference matchup. The Stars enter play tonight 5 points out of the final playoff spot in the West. The Wild are 1 back. But it's a massively tight bunch, 6 through 9 in the West. Jamie Benn, who scored again last night for Jason Spezza. Up ahead for Eric Cole to Spezza, jumping in, and Jason Pominville knocked that way. Spezza spins and shoots. And that deflects to the corner, and then Ben goes running over Jonas Brodin. Here's Pominville with it for the Wild.
Really good, really nice hit there by Jamie Benn, and good finish. Good start so far for the Dallas Stars.
Sparked his team last night with a first period fight. They were being outshot 8-1 by Detroit at that point, and they reeled off the next 11 shots. Justin Fontaine for Mikael Granlund, who centers it. No one there for the Wild. This goaltending matchup, Enroth versus Dubnyk, was the matchup in Dubnyk's first start as a member of the Minnesota Wild. He's acquired in that trade with Arizona, made his way cross-country on a red-eye, got to Buffalo, got his uniform, and played. And recorded a shutout, by the way. Cody Eakin shovels that across, and coming across the line is John Klingberg, but the play's offside.
Well, Jamie Benn, you're right here. This is a good hit. He's been finishing. You mentioned it, Gord. Last night gets in the fight, kind of sparked his team to kind of get it going, and I was really impressed with his game in Sochi. I'll tell you, he went over there. He wanted to make that hockey team. He did, and I was there firsthand to see it. He was a leader on that team, providing a lot of energy for that Canadian Olympic team.
7 goals in his last 6 games. Of course, the Stars are without Tyler Seguin, who was injured on that hit by Dmitry Kulikov of the Florida Panthers. Kulikov got 4 games for it, but Seguin will miss a lot more than that. Now a quick spinning shot fired on goal, and Vern Fiddler is turned away. Jordan Schrader from Prior Lake, Minnesota. Up for Thomas Vanek, and Vanek spins that rink wide. It bounces off a skate right to Schrader, and his shot was blocked by Ales Hemsky. Now Jordy Benn, the brother of Jamie, works that back in the corner. Schrader steps into him. And the centering pass by Vanek was knocked away by Hemsky, who was questionable for tonight's game. Just returned to the lineup last night. And a long shot taken in by Christian Folin was stopped, and then Enroth turns away his former teammate Thomas Vanek on the rebound. Schrader digging for it. Here's Coyle, drops it off for Nate Prosser jumping in. He centers it. And the pass is picked off, and things are settled down by Jordy Benn, who banks it off the boards and back out to center ice. Christian Folin, just recalled from the American Hockey League by the Wild. Signs an undrafted college free agent last spring. Now the lead pass goes to Kyle Bronziak. Takes a chomp at that. It bounces by Jonas Brodin. He's got to retreat as Sean Horkoff is bearing down on him. Colton Sevier steps up for the Dallas Stars. That bounces away from him. Eric Haula up ahead for Suter. In comes Ryan Suter. Looks for the return pass. Chips it on goal. Enroth makes the save and is able to hang on.
Well, Enroth made a nice save there, Gord. It was a good shot. Rebound came out. And there's Thomas Vanek, jumped on that. He went right on his stick in the high slot. Enroth with a good play. Earlier on that, Ales Hemsky tried to get a little pass on that. That was a 2-on-1 with Schrader, and it was Demers that broke that puck up, it looked like, or was that Jordy Benn? But I look like Demers, they're stopping that little short 2-on-1. That was a good defensive play by Demers.
Jamie Benn takes the face-off on that left-hand face-off dot. He and Jason Spezza often share the centering duties on this line. And it's Koivu for the Wild, and Benn wins that cleanly. Here's Goligoski. Klingberg up for Eric Cole. Cole's been hot of late for the Dallas Stars. 10 goals in his last 19 games, including goals in back-to-back. Klingberg drops it off to Spezza with a shot right on, and Dubnyk makes the save on him. Now Nino Niederreiter with it back the other way for Minnesota. And Dubnyk plays it back for Brodin. Last spring, Devan Dubnyk was playing in the American Hockey League in Hamilton, Ontario, staying in a highway side motel, wondering where his career had gone wrong. Goes to Arizona in the offseason, traded here to Minnesota, and suddenly he's found a home and given the Wild life. Niederreiter fighting for it behind the net, centers it, and Jonas Enroth pounces on that.
Well, you talk about Dubnyk. He gets traded, and he takes the red eye. Has to fly to JFK, from JFK up to Buffalo. and they didn't think he was going to start. Mike Gill asked him this morning. He said, no, I want to start this hockey game. And boy, the Minnesota Wild had 3 goals before he even touched the puck when Devan Dubnyk, when I asked him about that this morning. So gave him a little bit of support there to kind of get his feet wet before he even touched the puck, a 3-0 lead. So just a perfect storm for him to come in and done nothing but stop the puck here for the Minnesota Wild.
Scandella plays that across and fired wide of the goal by Matt Dumba, number 55 for the Wild. Dumba played his hometown of Calgary, Alberta the other night, scored a goal with 24 friends and family in attendance. And Matt Dumba learned very quickly how expensive National Hockey League tickets can be. Now McKell Granlund centers it. Parise had a chance at that. It's still loose in front. Parise kicks it back towards the goal in a battle there with Jason Demers. And finally, Jordie Benn banks that by Dumba and back down the ice. That'll be an icing call against the Stars, and the face-off back down to the Dallas end.
Well, nice play by Fontaine here all along the wall. And it was a battle against Roussel. Kind of a one-on-one, actually 2-on-1, and he found a way to come up with this puck. It was a stick lift right there. Zach Parise gives him the support. Granlund tries to find the back door. Another 2-on-1 close, and Demers right there for a second time. So that's the second time Demers. Actually looked like the goaltender's stick got a little way on that one. So nice play there by the goaltender, Enroth.
Brett Ritchie takes a whack at that to knock it out, but that was banked back in, and Jordie Benn goes the other side. Thomas Vanek got a stick on it, and now Ritchie brings it back for Dallas. Brett Ritchie, a 21-year-old second-round pick in 2011, scored his first 2 National Hockey League games this season. He was a member of the Texas Stars American League team. They won the Calder Cup as the AHL champions last spring. Charlie Coyle plays it back for Suter. Brings it around, but Hemsky waiting for it for Dallas. Coyle blocked his pass. Schrader picks it up and plays it back in deep. There's Vanek on it. Tried to tap it back. That pass was picked off and moved out by Curtis McKenzie. And in comes Vernon Fiddler with it. 3 goals in 4 games against Minnesota this year for Fiddler. And Coyle gathers up the loose puck. The Boston area native up for Schrader. They'll slide it down to the Dallas zone as both teams will change. 5 gone in the opening period. Shots are even at 1 apiece, still no score. The puck skips wide of the goal. Dubnyk gloves that and is able to hang on. And you think about the importance of Devan Dubnyk at one end. Think about this, Brett, for the Dallas Stars. It's been nearly a calendar year since the starting goaltender, other than Kari Lehtinen, won a game for Dallas. The last starter to win other than Lehtinen, Tim Thomas, last March in his last NHL start.
Yeah, it's incredible, and it's one of the things, you know, talking to the head coach, Lindy Ruff, and just trying to get that one save when they need it, and that instability has definitely, you know, had an effect on the confidence at times of this Dallas Stars team. But boy, they've got some resilient guys that compete out there, and that's what's kept them in this race right now in the Western Conference.
13 times this year, Dallas has taken a 2-goal lead, only see the other team come back and equalize twice last night in the game against Dallas, or Detroit rather, as Goligoski goes back. And there's Jamie Benn with it. The centering pass knocked down by Niederreiter. And Nino Niederreiter knocks it ahead. The penalty coming. It'll be a slashing call against the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild. We got an early power play here in the first period.
Well, Jamie Benn right here gets a puck on this little turnover, and then he slashes him. And that's where the penalty happens. So Jamie Benn going to the penalty box early on this. It was just kind of a breakout pass. It looked like it just went off the end of his stick, and he turned that puck over. And that's when he took that slashing shortly thereafter. So a tough penalty to take 200 feet from your own net.
This power play presented by Ford. Minnesota 26th in the NHL on the man advantage. Dallas 22nd on the penalty kill. Parise leads the way for Minnesota with 8 power play goals on the year. He's got the puck along the wall now, battling there with Trevor Daley. Vanek comes in to help out, centers it, and a quick save by Enroth. Rebound, pad stop on Vanek. Vanek still battling for it. Enroth is down, and both Parise and Vanek turned away by Jonas Enroth.
Well, Dallas Stars bench giving Enroth a nice tap on the boards here. It was a good battle win right there. Vanek a little pushed off, and he goes right to the front of the net, tries to get Parise going down the line there. And Enroth just held his ground, kept himself square right there, that pad down on the ground, and then he moves from left to right and gets that right pad on it, and a nice little follow-up play by Thomas Vanek.
Thomas Vanek scored once in his first 21 games as a member of the Wild after being signed as an off-season free agent. Koivu wins the draw back. Here's Suter across to Pominville, the forward who plays the point on the power play for the Wild. Koivu picks it out. Drops it back to Pominville. Lots of traffic in front. Here's Vanek. Tried to drop it back. The pass is picked off by Fiddler, who sends it ahead. And a race for it now as Antoine Roussel comes jumping in. He centered it, but Suter broke that up. And here's Vanek back with it. Dallas is a dangerous team shorthanded. A league-leading 9 shorthanded goals scored so far this season.
Well, Suter made a nice play on that 2-on-1. He looked like he was going to play right in the middle. Then he looked like he had Koivu coming back, so then he charged Roussel to break up that 2-on-1. Nice play.
Minutes ago in this Minnesota power play, Granlund drops it off for Niederreiter. Leaves it back for Suter. Suter winds and shoots off Goligoski's leg and wide. Dumba steps up for Coyle. Now Mikael Granlund centers it. Niederreiter poke check. Dumba with a chance. He's stopped by Enroth. And Trevor Daley moves it out for Dallas. Racing out is Dumba to step in front of Daley. And Matt Dumba back to pick it up. Dumba was in the American Hockey League when the Wild went through that 2-win and 14-game stretch, so can't blame him for the losses. Comes back and they're the hottest team in the NHL. Granlund rings it around. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Jonas Brodin knocks it down. Battles there with Cody Eakin, and Eakin stays on him. Slides it by Brodin and back down in the Minnesota zone. And Ryan Garvin comes in on Niederreiter. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Dumba with it. Shots are now 5-1. Minnesota still no score in the opening period. Eric Haula jumps in across the line. Haula drops it back. And fending on that was Stéphane Veilleux. Back the other way, Ben out of the box. And that pass missed him. 4 shots on goal for Minnesota on that first period power play. Now Dumba snaps it ahead for Veilleux. Both teams are changing as Veilleux buys some time and finds Bronziak. Al Bronziak looks in the corner, banks it back. Bolin for Scandella. And Marco Scandella finds Bronziak back at the point. Folin. Long shot through traffic, knocked away by Enroth. Now Scandella with a sharp angle shot, goes off a leg and wide. Ben quickly hit for Klingberg. And in comes the rookie John Klingberg. A rolling puck shoots, and Dubnyk makes the save on that. And the Dubnyk chant goes up here in St. Paul.
How about Klingberg activating right there? That was a defenseman activating all the way down. He almost had a breakaway on that pass.
Now Fiddler with a steal. That's knocked away by Dubnyk. And Scandella lifts it back up to center ice. Fontaine trying to knock it down. Chips it ahead for Granlund. Mikael Granlund backhands it in front. Enroth got a piece of that. Hemsky rings it around. Knocked down the line by Prosser. Nate Prosser shoots. That's wide. Back with it is Dumba. Now Granlund with it. And McKenzie took down away as Jordy Ben lifts that high in the air and back out to center ice.
That was a good stick by Jordy Ben right there. He was on one man, but saw a chance to kind of poke that puck away. It's exactly what he did to break up that action for the Minnesota Wild.
Now Dumba buys some time as the Wild are completing a change, and Nate Prosser has it. Back across to Dumba. Rink wide he goes for Niederreiter. Nino Niederreiter got stymied there by Daley. And Daley plays it around for Jyrki Jokipaka. 23-year-old who also played for Texas last year. Niederreiter gathers up the loose puck behind the goal. Banks it back to Suter. Now Suter a long shot through traffic. That goes wide. Jumping up at Brodin for it. Kicks it down to Pominville. Long time between whistles here in the first period. Now a steal by Pominville. Drops it back to Koivu. His stick was shattered in half. And Brodin is back for the loose puck to Suter. Up he goes to Pominville. Pominville spins back, tries to center it. That was blocked by Sevier. Klingberg back to pick it up. Brings it around to Goligoski. Out to center ice it goes. And Schrader plays it back for Dumba. Scandella in, shoots, and Enroth makes the stop and hangs on. 10:02 to go in the opening period. Hockey Day in America continues from St. Paul, Minnesota after this.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, a couple chances both sides of the ice here. Granlund with a nice pass into Niederreiter. And then Dumba, the defenseman, jumped up and got another second opportunity. Enroth square on the other way. 2-on-1 opportunity. Short-handed by the Dallas Stars, Roussel. And right there you saw Suter took a look, had help from Thomas Vanek, and he forced Roussel right away to break up that 2-on-1. So a lot of minutes for Suter. Good start right now for Thomas Vanek. Had some good plays offensively, and that was a good one defensively.
Haula wins the draw back to Suter. A long wrist shot floats wide. And Jamie Benn races to that. Brodin sealed the wall. Now Goligoski back for it. Goligoski, native of Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Up for Klingberg. Return pass to Jamie Benn. In across the line with Eric Cole. Here comes Benn with it now. Shoots. He flooded that wide. Back to Goligoski. Swings it across to Klingberg, the terrific Dallas rookie. Now Spencer with a long shot. Dubnyk to save. The rebound trickles wide. Cole back to Goligoski. And Hollow's all over him. Grand Rapids, Minnesota, home of Bill Baker, a member of the 1980 U.S. Olympic team. He's not the most famous graduate of that town. It's also the hometown of Judy Garland.
Well, nice save right there. Devan Dubnyk, boy, I didn't think he saw that coming through, and just made a nice little subtle save right there. Positional save. Had a little traffic. Eric Cole parked right there in front. You know, talking to Bob Mason, their goalie coach, really getting him to think about a couple of thoughts in his head before games. Just his quiet feet. That was a perfect example of it. Not really moving much. Makes a good save.
How about dumped by the Edmonton Oilers last season? This year he's 5-0 against them with a shutout. Talk about haunting your former team. Usually takes years to do it. Cody can try to work his way in. Knocked down by Dumba. Here's Scandella with it. And at the line, Jordie Benn holds it, shoots, and Dubnyk makes the stop through traffic. Racing to it now is Brett Ritchie, and Ritchie picks up the loose puck, centers it. And Charlie Coyle has it. Coyle rink wide for Vanek. And Vanek banks it in as Schrader goes looking for it. Enrod swept that away from him as Schrader falls. Now Coyle picks it up. Back down to Schrader. Demers stepped into him. Picked out now by Vanek. Drops it back at the point with the pass out of the reach of Christian Folin.
Well, Thomas Vanek's got his game going right now. That was a nice thought right there through the seam. Trying to find Folin on the weak side. His head's up making plays early on.
Fiddler shovels that to center ice. Knocked down by Prosser. Picked up by Fiddler again, and he lost it. And Mikael Granlund has it back. In across the line as Granlund makes an extra move. And that puts the Dallas Stars offside. 8:12 to go in the opening period. You're watching Hockey Night in America on NBCSN. There is Ryan Suter, the son of the late Bob Suter, member of the 1980 Miracle on Ice team. He plays a lot more than anyone else on his team. How about 6 hours and 54 minutes more of ice time this year than any other Minnesota Wild player? Jared Spurgeon would have to play until 4 in the morning to catch up tonight.
That just tells you the condition that he's in, and he just wants to go. He comes off the ice court, he wants to go back out there. That just says a lot about his competitiveness.
But the question is around the Wild is, would he be a more effective player if he played a little less?
I believe he would be. It's just too hard to play this level with the game the way it's played today, Gord. And at the speed at which it's played and play as much as he plays, it's just too much. I'd like to see him around that 24-25.
Here's Zach Parise. Centers that pass, but knocked away by Jyrki Jokipakka from Tampere, Finland. And now Ales Hemsky plays it across to McKenzie, trying to find Fiddler, spins and shoots. Dubnyk makes the save. The rebound trickled out for a moment, but Devan Dubnyk has it. The Road to the Stadium series starts on Epix, a 4-part all-access series with the Sharks and the Kings, Tuesdays at 10, 9 Central. Watch live on Epix and NHL.com or anytime with a free trial on Epix.com. You were there last night. What a night in the Bay Area.
Well, the NHL did a tremendous job. And like you mentioned, the Bay Area, I would have never thought growing up right here 15 minutes from St. Paul that I'd see a game like I saw last night in Northern California, 70,000 people, and that was just something to be seen, and I'm really glad to be a part of it.
Probably a little warmer there than last night, but it's going to be here next February when the Wild play host of the Blackhawks in the outdoor game. Here's Horcoff with a shot that's blocked. But what an atmosphere it'll be here in the state of hockey, a place where the game was alive at all levels in this arena last night. The state girls high school championship. And of course the boys high school championship is underway. Your old school, North St. Paul High, lost in the first round to a team including Mike Yo's son. Now scooped up by Schrader. He finds Vanek trying to return the pass to Schrader that's broken up by Klingberg. And John Klingberg, the 22-year-old Swede, is having a terrific rookie season for the Dallas Stars. Lead all rookie D-men with 10 goals on the year. Here comes Benn across the line. Jamie Benn bumped there by Folin. And now Palmerville banks it back by Jordie Benn and back down the Dallas zone. Jordie Benn Ains center ice, jumps in across the line. 2 assists last night, centers that. And Jason Spezza just missed it. Now Cole centering pass. Bounces off the leg of Koivu. Scandella. For Niederreiter, couldn't clear it out. Spezza centers it. Ben with it. Steps around Folin, but the puck bounced on him. Now Ben back on it. Folin gives him 3 slashes. Ben centers it. And it's held the line by Jordy Ben. In he comes. Centers it. And that's blocked again by Koivu. Jordy Ben gets it right back. Chris Crossan with his brother Jamie. Jordy Ben goes back door for Spezza. Banks it around for Jamie Benn. At the point is Demers. Long possession here by Dallas. Not many shots. Ben around for Spezza. Jason Spezza back to Jordy Ben. Has a look. A long shot. Tip that goes wide. Eric Cole drops it back. Stars keep the pressure on as Scandella picks it up. Niederreiter shields off Demers, and they finally move it out. Now a chance for the Wild. In comes Pominville along with Koivu. Pominville spins and shoots. And the save is made by Jonas Enroth as the Wild finally get out and get a good scoring chance.
Oh, nice play right here that gets out, and it was a battle with Cole. And right here is a good job by Koivu, and that really started from the other side.
No score here in the opening period. Shots are 9-5 Minnesota. We're back after this. Back here in St. Paul, Minnesota, no score in this opening period. Last meeting won by Dallas 7-1. The Stars scored 5 times in 13 minutes in the second period, and 8 days later, the Wild made the trade for Devin Dubnyk. You see Antoine Roussel, who has been an agitator and a guy who will target the other team's top players. And Roussel last year had a unique distinction, Brett, as he was the only player in the league with 10 goals and 150 penalty minutes.
Well, he's a hard player to play against, boy. He makes you feel it every night and every shift that he plays against you. He's not afraid to battle and fight either, and he's been a thorn in every team in this league so far this season.
And officials. Justin Fontaine works it ahead now. Fontaine drops it back. Brim with a shot. He fired it wide. Stepping up is Suter. In addition to his dad, Bob, of course, his uncle Gary, a longtime National Hockey League player. Granlund back with it. Ryan Suter, part of that tremendous draft class of 2003, maybe the greatest draft class in National Hockey League history. Brodin plays it across. And that shot by Brodin goes wide. Now in the corner, battle for it. Granlund with it. Breezy trying to dig it out. The puck loose in the corner. Daly jumping there with Fontaine. And Trevor Daly wins that battle. Roussel centers it for Eakin. It bounces off his leg. And the puck finally squirts out to center ice. 4.5 to go in the opening period. Now Klingberg back with it. 5th round pick of Dallas in 2011. What a find he has been. Fiddler up ahead for Hemsky. That's knocked away by Scandella and back up to center ice. Goligoski picked it up. In comes Alec Goligoski. Steps around Scandella. Centers it. Howland knocks it away. It bounces right back on goal. Dubnyk reaching for it. And the puck's still loose. Brodziak backhands it ahead. Villieu plays it into the Minnesota bench with 4:03 to go in the first.
Well, Breezy just catches that one up and out of play. But on the other end of the ice, he makes a good play. Goes right to the front. You can hear him tapping, yelling for that puck right away. Suter couldn't find him right away. But, boy, all that zone time, all created from this play right here. Zach Breezy battles it out of the official, and a nice little subtle pass into his line mate right there, Fontaine. And, boy, they go off and spend some time in the offensive zone. All set up from that neutral zone play by Zach Breezy.
Zach Breezy and Ryan Suter are great friends, longtime international teammates, and bonded together this year by the tragic losses of their father far too soon. Bob, of course, passed away in the offseason, and Zach dad, JP, who was a terrific National Hockey League player, including here in Minnesota, passing away last month of cancer. Colton Sevier bumping there with Folin, forcing the puck free to Ryan Garbutt. And Garbutt back down to Sevier. The 4th line going to work now for the Stars. Sevier spins and shoots. And that was blocked, and now Coyle banks it high off the glass and back out to center ice. Scooped up by Vanek. In comes Thomas Vanek. Shields off Jordy Ben. Vanek still with it. Knocks away Ben's stick. Drops the puck back for Suter. And Suter's long wrist shot pinballs off a leg, and now Sevier's got it back for Jordy Ben. Racing ahead is Jonas Brodin. Drops it back for Jordan Schrader. In comes Schrader with a chance, shoots, Enroth makes the save up high and smothers the rebound. Shots are now 11-5 in favor of the Wild.
That was a nice play by Schrader right there. Coming down, it was a good transition play. A good drop, and now he pull drags it right there. Gives himself a little opportunity to get a lane to the front of Enroth there. And actually, he got another second opportunity on that high shot. Came right down in there. Looked like he tried to get another second whack at it. Enroth, good job of staying square to that shooter right there and cradling that rebound.
Enroth, an endangered species, Brett, the NHL. A goaltender under 6 feet tall.
And a goaltender with no paint on his mask either. Obviously from the trade, but
waiting for that. But dealt from Buffalo to Dallas as the Stars tried to upgrade their backup position, something they've been trying to do for the last couple of years now. Jamie Benn comes leaping in on Koivu. Shooter had it knocked away. Here's Spezza with his steal. Centers it and Cole turned away by Dubnyk. Now Spezza pushes it back out. Works his way across the top. Spezza shields off Suter. Spins back. Spezza still with it. Sharp angle shot misfired. Koivu up for Pominville. He's got Niederreiter with him, and Goligoski knocks it down. His shot blocked by Suter. Lead pass for Niederreiter. Nino Niederreiter works it back across. The pass missed Koivu, and he can gathers it up quickly for Dallas. Up ahead to Roussel, busting in. Antoine Roussel, a backhand shot stopped by Dubnyk, and he reaches out for the rebound with 2:04 to go. So how good has Devan Dubnyk been? Well, this is the best goals against average of the new team since the NHL went from 6 to 12 teams some 48 years ago. Dubnyk at 1.61, better than Felix Potvin, Craig Anderson, John Graham, or Jeff Hackett.
And just like that, 21 victories, career high for him. And there's 5 shutouts here with the Minnesota Wild and 6 totals, so that's a career high as well. So he's just done a great job of coming in and helping this team find that stability and the confidence in the defensive zone.
Last year, the Wild used 5 different starting goaltenders. No one started more than 30. No one won more than 20. One of those goalies, Ilya Bryzgalov, was put on waivers today by Anaheim. And now Jukka-Pekka goes back. It's icing against Minnesota. And the Wild really have tried to stabilize this position for the last several years. Of course, Nick Backstrom for so many years was a rock for them. But now you got Darcy Kemper backing up. Darcy Kemper started the year, Brett, with a shutout streak of 163 minutes. He looked like the guy.
And sometimes that can change, and that's confidence. And every player in the National Hockey League is going to go through stretches like that where you're not going to have the confidence. You have a bad game. But the key to being a great professional is finding a way to cut it off and leave it behind you and start over the next day and get it back on the rails. And so Dubnyk has really done a great job of doing that exactly here when he's showed up in the Minnesota Wild uniform.
Face-off won by Haula. And Coyle had it knocked down by Demers. Now played on center ice. Kyle Bronziak trying to reach it. Minnesota can start the change after the icing call. And here's Curtis McKenzie with it. Drops it back to Jordy Benn. Snaps that long lead pass ahead. Knocked down by Jonas Brodin and fed right back down to the Dallas zone. A minute and a half to go in the opening period. The Wild out shooting Dallas 11-7. In come the Stars. Hemsky getting a shot away. McKenzie puts it wide. Back at the point is Jukka-Pekka. Bounces high off the glass. Trevor Daley had jumped up for Dallas. Was knocked by him. McKenzie digging for it. Now fished up for Hemsky. Centers it. Fontaine picks it up for Minnesota. Banks it off the boards and out. And Jukka-Pekka back to pick it up. A 7th round pick in 2011 is Jukka-Pekka. Now Granlund. Head for Fontaine. Daley picks it up, being watched there by Parise. Plays it across to Jukka-Pekka. Final minute now of the opening period. Here's Sevier. Ahead to Horcoff. John Horcoff waiting for a change. Spins that wide. Sevier drops it back for Goligoski. Plays it back in deep. Vanek waiting for it. And his clearing attempt goes back out to center ice. Koivu flips it back down to the Dallas zone. Koivu had a big overtime winner for the Minnesota Wild in Calgary the other night. As the Wild scrap to get back in the playoff contention. They were 10 points out a month ago. The win tonight puts them back in the top 8. Pominville drops it back to Vanek with a shot. It goes off the leg of Klingberg and wide. Scandella drops it back. The dying second of the period. Horcoff plays it out. And racing back is Prosser. And this period will end scoreless as the Wild outshoot Dallas by a count of 11-7. Stay tuned for the Lexus Intermission Report with Liam McHugh, Keith Jones, and Jeremy Roenick live from Lake Placid, New York. They'll talk about some of the big news tonight, including an injury to Ryan Miller of the Vancouver Canucks that will have playoff implications for the Western Conference. No score after 20 minutes of play. Hockey Day in America continues from St. Paul, Minnesota, and elsewhere on NBCSN after this. The NHL on NBCSN is brought to you by Lexus and their pursuit of perfection. And by the Discover It card. It's a game changer. High school sweaters adorn the walls here at XL Energy Center, including the uniform of the North St. Paul High School Polars, a uniform proudly worn by our own Brett Hedican.
That's a great sweater there, Gord. Thanks for finding that one on the walls here in the XL Center. It's a great tradition here in Minnesota. Great high school hockey and obviously great college hockey. And we're seeing a lot of that really shown here tonight. A lot of college hockey players on this ice.
Hard to believe, Brett, but every NCAA champion since 1999 has had at least one player from the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me, and I couldn't believe it. And that's something for me to be proud of, because you look at last night in the outdoor game in California, all the players being drafted from all over the country now, Texas, Arizona. You look at Dallas right now, they're coming out of there as well, and California. But boy, to see that Minnesota has that tradition, Stanley Cup champions, that's something to be said here about the state of Minnesota.
Consider when the United States won the World Junior Championship in 2013, 13 different states were represented on that team, including Texas, California, Florida. They're coming from all over the place. And you mentioned in the first period that it would be hard to imagine 25 years ago that an outdoor game in Northern California would draw 70,000 people, but you might want to call it the Gretzky effect being felt there as well.
No doubt about it. The Gretzky effect has come in full effect. And you look at players being drafted right there out of California. And then you got Ryan Suter right here, Wisconsin Badger, leading the way for the Minnesota Wild in ice time. But obviously a great inspirational leader as well for the Wild.
Wisconsin, of course, was coached for a long time by the late, great Badger Bob Johnson, who coined the phrase, "It's a great day for hockey." It has been today. And continuing into the night, Antoine Roussel lays that down to Ritchie, and Brett Ritchie reaching for it. Had it knocked away. Roussel back on it. Feeds it back to Goligoski. He was being shadowed there by Fontaine. Roussel knocks it down. And finally the puck leaves the zone as Fontaine chipped it ahead. Eakin up ahead for Ritchie. That was knocked away. Last night, Dallas had a pair of two-goal leads against Detroit. Gave him a controversial late tying goal. And an overtime winner by Nick Kronwall. And again, allowing 5+ goals been a problem for Dallas. Not so far tonight in a much closer checking game than we saw last evening down at Big D. Inside the Glass, presented by Progressive Insurance. Let's join Brett Hedican.
Well, I thought it was a great first period. Both teams played fast. It looked like the Minnesota Wild kind of held a lot of that sort of zone time. They did it along the wall. I thought they made a lot of second efforts right there. Granlund gets inside position, then a little poke check, sends them on their way. Right here, Zach Parise battling along the wall, gets that second, third support by Koivu. Here's Fontaine on a second effort on Roussel, and all that led to the 2-on-1s out front. Enroth made a good play on that one, but boy, you know, they were worried about that first period. The Dallas Stars were, because of all the offense Minnesota Wild has provided. No goals. So that's, I think, a success for the Dallas Stars to keep them off the score sheet.
Dallas comes in as the third-ranked goal-scoring team in the NHL. Here's Schrader with it, centers it, bounces right down, and Enroth squeezes the puck between his left arm and his body and hangs on.
That was a nice play right there by Coyle in the neutral zone. Kind of made a nice little subtle play. Kind of passed to himself. It was in the air, and because of that, he knocked it by the stick, and off they went the other way, and it was a nice little shot. Kick it out wide. Good wrister. And then there's Coyle, who started that play, gets that second opportunity. So good job, give and go by Coyle there. And and he gets a nice little chance.
Back at the point, here's Dumba with it. And Matt Dumba tried to swing that down to Bayeux. So Dallas third in the league in goals for. Problem is they're 29th in the NHL in team save percentage. Now a penalty coming to the Wild. And they'll touch it up at center ice. And the Dallas Stars will be called for, the Minnesota Wild will be called for high sticking. And it will be Stefan Bayeux who goes off.
Well, Jokipaka gets the high stick on that one. It was just along the wall there. Kind of a one-on-one battle. Puck is in the air. And off he came with the stick up straight up, and that's a dangerous play there. Bayeux goes off with a high stick. Power play, Dallas Stars.
Minnesota hasn't allowed a power play goal now in a month. The last 12 games, they've killed off all 30 opposition attempts they faced. Incredible penalty killing by the Wild, who climbed to third now in the NHL in penalty kill percentage. Klingberg tied up there by Brodziak. And Klingberg has to retreat. Trevor Daley and Jamie Benn lead the Stars with 6 power play goals apiece. They're ranked 17th in the NHL. And here's Benn with it. Drops it back to Klingberg. And Klingberg lifts it down in the Minnesota zone. Scooped up by Prosser, bangs it off the glass, but not out. Jamie Benn knocked it down. Crisscrossing with Klingberg. Centering pass and a quick shot fired wide. There's a good chance for Brett Ritchie. Went astray.
It looked like Ritchie might have been looking for Spezza there, but boy, he had a good opportunity to pull the trigger and just shoot to score. Kind of elected to kind of shoot pass, if you will.
In comes Spezza across to Daley, and that play's called offside. As linesman Mark Wheeler got the microscope out and called the Stars for that.
That was a little bit late, and the bench over here to my right, Dallas bench, let the linesman have it on that play. He waited. It was a long wait for that whistle to come, but nonetheless, it was offside.
Now Horkoff, Cole, and Hemsky, 3 former Edmonton Oilers, the forward unit for Dallas on this man advantage. And Hemsky falls as Goligoski has to swing back and pick it up. Goligoski leads the Stars, averaging just under 24 minutes a game of ice time. And now Hemsky swings it in. Jumping on it is Eric Cole. Battles there with Jonas Brodin at the line, held by Goligoski. Drops it off for Cole. Cole back for Goligoski. Lots of traffic in front. Goligoski swings it back to Hemsky with a drive. Dubnyk to save. And Demers swatted at that and missed. And back come the Wild the other way. Fontaine along with Koivu. And Fontaine plays it in deep as the Wild will get fresh penalty killers on the ice with 30 seconds to go in the Bayeux penalty. Goligoski up for Cole. Again, that pass disrupted, this time by Haula. And he sends it back down to the Dallas zone as Demers is being trailed there by Brodziak. 10 seconds to go on the Dallas power play. Goligoski swings it rink wide for Spezza. Drops it back for Benn. In comes Jamie Benn with it. Flips it back across. Jokipaka took a whack at that. Now it's gloved down the ice by Haula. 1 shot on goal for Dallas on that power play. And that's going to be an icing call against Minnesota as the penalty had expired to make it 31 straight opposition power plays killed off by the Minnesota Wild.
Really good keep in by Goligoski. Kind of a throwback to Eric Cole. And that leads to this shot right here. And I love Dubnyk. Look at how quiet he is on that really relaxed save on the blocker right there. Hemsky steps into it. And as you can see, he was square to the shooter, square to Hemsky right there. And boy, he looked completely relaxed making that blocker save.
Jamie Benn wins the draw back. Spezza's shot was blocked by Scandella. Now plays it across. And Sevier finds Daley. Trevor Daley having a big year for the Dallas Stars. 16 goals on the year. Only Oliver Ekman-Larsson has more by defensemen so far this season in the National Hockey League. Jamie Benn back to Daley. That pass picked off by Prosser, who lifts it high in the air and back out to center ice. Haula waiting for it. Was in behind him. Jokipaka banks it up ahead for Colton Sevier. Sevier drops it off for Spezza, but Scandella got a piece of that. And Haula sends it back ahead to Scandella, being harassed there by Spezza, who stole the puck away. In comes Jason Spezza. Shields off the forechecker, plays it across for Ritchie that bounced off his stick. Now Ritchie shoots, it deflects wide. Goligoski trying to ring it around. Eakin waiting for it. Cody Eakin spins and shoots. Ritchie reaching for that, tipped it wide. Now Pominville with it. Out for Scandella. Ahead to Niederreiter. Nino Niederreiter banks it in now. Goes in on Goligoski. Eakin. For Roussel, his pass knocked down by Niederreiter. Nino Niederreiter drops it back to Pominville. Shoots it, dribbles down in front. And then Roth knocks that away. And now Roussel back with it. And again, a long stretch between whistles here as Pominville brings it in. Tried to center it, drop back. Niederreiter finds Brodin. Goes Brodin for Koivu with a shot that deflects wide. Now Pominville with the steal. Centers it. And these guys on the ice for Dallas are gassed now. Brodin across to Suter with a drive. Enroth makes the stop. The rebound drops down to Koivu. Now a broken stick compounds things for the Stars. Goligoski banks it off the glass, but not out. Suter knocks it down. Here come the Wild again. Granlund spins it back in front. Just missed Niederreiter. Ritchie to the line and again not out. Stars hemmed in again. Goligoski lost it. About a 3-minute shift here for the Dallas Stars. They can't get out. Now Fontaine with it. Plays it across and that shot fired wide by Parise. Suter plays it back in for Granlund. Fontaine to Parise. Crowd on its feet now for the Wild. Back is Brodin with it for Suter. Eakin with no stick, gave it to the defenseman. Now Parise has it. Almost like a power play now for the Wild. As Parise shoots, that's blocked by Hemsky, and the puck finally comes out. And a few of the Dallas Stars get to the bench, but not all. Here's Mikael Granlund, centers it. That was knocked down. Here's Hemsky with it. Moves it to center ice. He can't get off. Now Suter back with it. Swings it rink wide, picked off by Klingberg. He centers it. Here comes Vern Fiddler. In comes Fiddler, back the other way, shoots, and Dubnyk makes the stop. And the remaining exhausted Dallas Stars finally straggle off the ice. That was a good 3.5 minutes, Brett.
Yeah,
for a few of those Dallas players.
And Suter's still out on the ice right now. He just doesn't get tired. It looked like, oh, now the controversial icing there. Looked like Trader was down and would have had that.
So Suter's going to remain on the ice as the faceoff will come back down to the Minnesota zone.
What about the plays Suter making at the point right here? It was a long shift. The reason why is it plays like that. That one was out of the air. The other one he had gloved down.
So they've actually changed the call to offside. A break for Suter, but not long. He'll be back out just as soon as we come back.
All right, Suter making a lot of nice plays defensively and offensively. Plays a lot of minutes. This one, good shot from the point. That was a great opportunity on that long shift, and that was just the start of it. He made some nice plays keeping the pucks in. 2-on-1s, he's making plays as well. So Ryan Suter doing it all, offensively and defensively.
Ryan Suter has played internationally for the United States 10 times in International Ice Hockey Federation tournaments. Olympic silver medalist in Vancouver in 2010, a world junior champion as well. And one of the top graduates from the USA Hockey National Team Development Program in Ann Arbor, Michigan, as offside is called at the Dallas line.
Here's a nice look at some of the nice plays he made. Good play on Ben right there, making sure he doesn't cut there. He took that quick look over his left shoulder, knew he had Bannock coming back. Decides to pressure Roussel. There's the one he kept in on the high glove. Nice play now. He kicks it out wide, goes to the front of the net, tries to create that second opportunity. So doing a lot of subtle plays and then jumping up in the play as well. Ryan Suter, 29-13 average of ice time right now in the NHL, one of the leaders.
Been over 30 minutes 16 times this year. Koivu shoots. That's gloved by Enroth, and he'll hang on.
Yeah, backed up with a nice pass. Suter right there. Came in the left side. Koivu kind of found that little soft area right inside the blue line. Beautiful, kind of no look. Threw it right there. Koivu sets up shop and a good release. Enroth, nice glove save.
A lot of NHL players warm up playing soccer before games. He plays football. Tosses an NFL ball around before the game. Pominville battling for it. Now scooped up by Spezza. Jason Spezza head for Jamie Benn. In comes Ben trying to flip that ahead. Suter got a stick on it. Now Ben drops it back for Cole. He fired it wide. Suter back on his backhand. Got sealed in there by Ben. And Ben still causing problems down low for the Wild. Lonnie fished out. Koivu's got it for Pominville. Rink wide for Niederreiter. In comes Koivu across to Niederreiter. In shoots, and Enroth makes the stop and is able to hang on.
This is the stuff you can't teach, folks, and this is a beautiful play. Ryan Suter right here. No, he's going to get hit. Ben's on the tracks, on the railroad tracks, going to run him through there, cuts back. Then he gets inside position, shuffles it to his teammate, kind of weathers the storm, waits for some help right here. Finally, they work it out of the defensive zone, but that was a good cutback right there by Ryan Suter.
Face off back in the Dallas zone. Coyle against Cody Eakin. The scramble draw controlled by the Stars. Klingberg up ahead for Ryan Garbutt. Garbutt wound up in Coach Lindy Ruff's doghouse the other night against San Jose. Took a bad penalty. Didn't play in the third period. Now Roussel jumps in, but the play's offside at the Minnesota line. So we're in St. Paul, Minnesota. One of the landmarks in North St. Paul, Minnesota is this snowman, about 30 feet high, painted very festively. But in 2006, when the Carolina Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup, they repainted it in honor of favorite son, Brett Henneken. What an honor to have the snowman painted in your honor with your number on it.
Well, Mayor Sandberg up North St. Paul there, he's been asked many times to put something on there, and he always turned it down. But when we won the Stanley Cup, he said, nope, not this time. He put the Carolina Hurricane logo and my name on it. So what an honor that was, Mayor Sandberg of North St. Paul.
How long did it stay that way?
Well, I stayed there the whole summer, and we had a great parade, and I brought the Stanley Cup back there to North St. Paul. And, you know, the great thing about the Stanley Cup is when you see it in person for the first time, it moves you, and it changes your life forever. And I only saw it the first time in person the year before I won it, and it changed my life forever. I knew that's what I wanted to do, and so to bring it back to my high school and back to my where I grew up in North St. Paul was a great honor.
It is the only one, here at Cole, one of your teammates in 06. It's the only one of the four major sports where the trophy is the same one every year. So the trophy that you brought back here to North St. Paul in 2006 was the same one that Rocket Richard and Bobby Orr and Ryan Trottier, all the greats, had in their possession at one time.
And that's why it moves you, no doubt about that.
Fontaine drops it off for Parise. Now Zach Parise lays it back. Here's Dumba. Or Scandella, long wrist shot, went off the leg of Hemsky. Now Fontaine back with it. Mikael Granlund spins back as Fiddler stepped into him. Now Granlund from his knees trying to tap it across, still with it. Drops it back to Fontaine. In shoots, that deflects wide. But a nifty bit of stick work by Mikael Granlund almost results in a Minnesota goal. 9:55 to go in the second period. Hockey Day in America continues on NBCSN after this.
Coach Ruff, you were worried about the start because of you guys played last night. Are you happy so far with the first half of this game?
I don't know if I'm happy, but you know, we're playing a pretty good game defending-wise. We haven't given up too much. We got to get something going offensively if we're going to win this. I think we've had 2 pucks in the net so far in the second period.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Lindy Ruff's team dug itself a deep hole at the start of the year, Brett. Went winless in its first 10 games against Central Division opposition. Now Jonas Brodin works it and shoots, and Jonas Enroth's screen didn't see that. It went just wide. Back at the point is Brodin with it. Included in that streak, 3 losses to Minnesota. Dallas won the last one 7-1 as the Wild were playing the second half of back-to-back nights. Now Pominville digs forward as Ben steps into him. Jamie Benn gives him a bump into the corner boards. Now Jordy Ben has it, lifts it back up to center ice, knocked down by Eric Cole. In comes Cole with a shot, and Dubnyk gets the blocker on that and knocks it away. Mikko Koivu hangs it off the boards, and Niederreiter gets it out. So the Wild needed Devan Dubnyk, but in a lot of ways, Dubnyk needs the Wild. He's an unrestricted free agent coming up this summer, and contract offers weren't likely going to pour in based on his performance until he got to Minnesota. Now Horkoff on it for Dallas. Picks it off the sideboards and drops it back into the corner for Ritchie, along with Sevier. Brett Ritchie taken down to the corner, penalty coming, and it's picked up by Ritchie. The save made by Dubnyk. And a tripping call coming to the Minnesota Wild will put the Dallas Stars back on the power play with 8:41 to go in the second.
Well, there's the slash right there, and down goes Ritchie. And then before that, before the commercial break, what an individual effort here. Mikael Granlund, what a cutback right there. Kept the hold of it. He's on his knees right now. Goes through his legs right there. Still toe dragging it. And what a play. Finally creates an offensive opportunity. He gets broken up by the defenseman, but Mikael Granlund with some skills there from his knees.
Bet you'd be good at mini sticks, huh?
Oh, he's dynamite at it.
So Dallas back to the power play. Minnesota's killed off 31 straight opposition attempts. Dallas had one shot on goal on its first power play of the game. Here's Spezza, taps it back. Ritchie into the corner for Jamie Benn. Back to Spezza. Spezza swings it back to Klingberg. Cross he goes to David. That pass miss. Scandella picks it up. Brodziak can't clear it out. Here's John Klingberg. Cross he goes to Spezza. Drops it back to Klingberg. Lots of traffic. Klingberg shoots. Dubnyk makes the stop. Held on for a second. The Stars don't like the quick whistle. And some late wax there from Dallas players draws some attention. But Dubnyk had it long enough, in the opinion of referee Brian Paclara, to get play stopped.
Oh, that's good play right there. Klingberg with a good wrist shot through traffic. That second opportunity is what on Spezza right there on Dubnyk. But the face-off play really set up by Spezza. Watch, he battles for this puck. He's on his all fours, basically. Shovels it back. And that's what you have to do on face-off wins. You got to find a way on the power play to win those face-offs, to create that zone time. You don't want to go back and have to break it out again. Spezza does a good job right there of battling through that face-off win, getting it out to his point man, Klingberg.
Spezza against Granlund for the face-off. Get the alignment straight here with 1:35 to go in this power play. Dallas has scored power play goals in 3 straight games. Spezza down to 1 knee before the puck was dropped. Jamie Benn drops it back for Daly, and he comes, he shoots. Dubnyk makes the save, and again he can't hang on. Suter rattles it high off the glass. Spezza knocked it down. Jamie Benn back for Spezza. Back to Klingberg. To Spezza. Has a look and walks in. Spezza walks in and shoots, and Dubnyk got an arm on that. The puck goes up and out of play. 1:11 to go in the Dallas power play.
Really impressed with Trevor Daly this season, really breaking out. Comes in on the faceoff, kind of give a little support. What a play by Ben there. Picks it up on his backhand. Good wrist shot trying to find that hole between the glove and the body. And I've been really impressed with him. Just the other night, San Jose Sharks play the Dallas Stars, and I'll tell you, he was one of the best players on the ice. Talking to Lindy Ruff, he's unacceptable to have him not get up in the play. He wants him jumping up there, and he's been doing it.
Klingberg back to Spezza, drops it down to Jamie Benn. That centering pass was knocked away by Scandella, or Daly had a tap into the empty net. Jamie Benn. Under a minute to go on the power play. Being watched there by Haula. Drops it down to Spezza, back to Benn. Haula picked it off and works his way ahead with Brodziak. Rink wide pass to Kyle Brodziak, takes it off the sideboards, feeds it back in front. Haula in, shoots. Enroth gets a piece of that. And very nearly a shorthanded goal for the Minnesota Wild.
Boy, these two guys have been great penalty killers. Really nice play by Haula. Just throws it over, kind of an aerial pass after he makes that play right there. Kind of came down for the support, the defenseman, throws it in the area. There's Brodziak, gets up there, throws it back. Two guys went to the same man. Left Haula an opportunity to get that scoring chance, and what a play. Really good penalty killers right now for the Minnesota Wild.
A 6-game streak is pretty good. But when you're into 13 consecutive games without allowing a power play goal. In comes Hemsky across the line now. Being watched there by Suter. 30 seconds to go on this man advantage. And a race for it now as Cole has to hustle back. Eric Cole from Lake Oswego, New York. The upstate part of New York. The State University of New York and Oswego has been very good to NBC. Jerry Seinfeld and Al Roker both went there. Goligoski. Cross to Demers. Now Hemsky with it. Dying seconds of his power play. Here comes Goligoski. Walks in and waits. Centers it. Tipped wide by Suter. 3 shots on goal for Dallas, but nothing on that power play. Hemsky fires. Horkoff centers it. Dubnyk is down. And Suter's picked it up for Minnesota. Shots are now 17-14 in favor of the Wild. Goligoski pulled down there by Parise and fired it wide. Roussel. Walks off the boards, in, shoots. That hit Jonas Brodin up high. Brodin is shaken up. Koivu plays that over the glass, and that's going to be a penalty against the Minnesota Wild for delay of game. As the officials are conferring, Brodin, meantime, being attended to as he makes his way to the Minnesota bench. But now the officials are conferring, and this will be a penalty, it appears, for delay of game against the Wild.
Yeah, Brodin caught that one up in the face. Kind of a little deflection right there as a shot came through. Looked like it got deflected from his own man right there. And as we see after the play is in the corner. And there you see the puck hitting Brodin up high.
And then Koivu picks it up and puts it over the glass. So Dallas is right back on the power play. Third power play of the period for the Dallas Stars. And Koivu's taking 2 minor penalties.
Good momentum can be created here for the Dallas Stars. Really built off this power play. And now when you lose face-off like that, nice job by the Wild Killers again.
Klingberg back forward, averaging 21.5 minutes a game is John Klingberg, the 22-year-old rookie. Drop back to Spezza. Jason Spezza. Long-time Ottawa Senator had that knocked away. Now Spezza falls in the offensive zone and is slow to get to his feet. Under 6 to go in the second period. Still no score. Brett Ritchie lifts that down to the Minnesota zone. Christian Folin goes back to pick it up. You've got Brodin in the tunnel for Minnesota. And the Wild down to 5D. Klingberg drops it down to Spezza. Ritchie in the high slot looking for it, but Spezza pulls it back in, winds and fires, scores! Jason Spezza, power play goal, and the Dallas Stars have the lead. The first man advantage goal allowed by the Wild in more than a month.
Well, you talked about it, playing with fire. But what a job by the Killers up until now, and Spezza just makes them pay. Nice job. Kind of comes up in that soft area, then works his way back in. Jamie Benn kind of just that subtle, coming in front of Dubnyk and then stepping back away, expose that upper corner. And you're going to see a good look of it here. Great little angle. And that's where you can see Benn just cross in front of Dubnyk, and now he's got to try to find that puck. That's coming in too hot. Goes top shelf. Good shot by Spezza.
So Spezza's got his 13th of the year, his 4th in his last 8 games. And the power play goal stakes the Dallas Stars to the lead. That's the 25th time this year that Minnesota has allowed the first goal of the game. The Wild have only won 5 of those games. But as we've learned with Dallas this season, no lead is safe. Now Eakin is centering pass knocked down by Coyle. 17 times this year, Dallas has lost a game in which it held the lead at some point. Roussel banks it back down to the Wild zone. Hemsky racing to it, trying to play it across. Suter got in the way of that. And Coyle looks ahead for Schrader. Now Hemsky had it taken away, and Schrader back the other way along with Vanek. Schrader chips it ahead. Enroth leaves it there for Daly. And Daly settles things down with 4.5 to go in the second period. Jokipaka fires it back down to the Wild zone. Pominville picks it up. Try to play it across for Folin. He was knocked down by McKenzie. And Curtis McKenzie causing all kinds of mayhem in front of Devan Dubnyk. Now back up to center ice. Pominville had it knocked away. Folin steps up. And Pominville sweeps that back down to the Dallas zone. Knocked down the line by Koivu, but the play is offside. Jason Spezza's power play goal has taken the Dallas Stars to a 1-0 lead on Hockey Day in America from St. Paul, Minnesota. After 11 years with the Ottawa Senators, Jason Spezza traded over to Dallas in the offseason. And with Tyler Seguin out of the Stars lineup for more than a month, the pressure on the likes of Spezza, Jamie Benn, and others to pick up the offensive slack for a guy who was number 3 in the league in scoring when he got hurt. In comes Pominville across the line, drops it back for Niederreiter. He finds Scandella, walks into that and shoots, and Klingberg knocked it away. Scandella's got a bomb from back there, and now Niederreiter with it. He watched by Sevier, plays it back, but Scandella couldn't reach it, and the puck's back down to the Minnesota zone.
Niederreiter thought he was going to pass up the wall, thought that he was going to have his defenseman Scandella there, but he had moved to the middle. That's a good opportunity for Scandella to give him support along the wall there so they can create some more offense, and that comes outside.
Now Dumba snaps the long pass out to center ice. Parise for Fontaine. And for Granlund. Cal Granlund down for Parise. It's tangled up there with Daly. The puck still loose. Fontaine drops it back for Brodin. Jonas Brodin shoots it. Enroth up high. The rebound. Swatted at by Parise, but he missed it. And the Stars send it down. Not exactly a save out of the goaltending manual, but Enroth managed to keep it out. Granlund snaps that rink wide for Parise. In he comes. Shoots. And this time Enroth makes a more conventional save and is able to hang on.
The earlier save right here. Brodin steps to the middle inside there. That's that one you're talking about. Like you said, unorthodox there. Gord up high, kind of already down on his knees. That's why he can't really make a move on that, because he's already down. He hits him up high. Can't kind of cradle that rebound. It bounces off of him.
Now his mask got some problems. This year, when Buffalo played Carolina, the goaltending matchup was Enroth against Anton Khudobin. Only the fourth time this year that two goalies under 6 feet tall faced each other.
That's a pattern now in the NHL. The goaltenders are just getting bigger. It just takes up more space. And not only are they big, they're quick.
Now a race for it and an icing call coming against Dallas. Antoine Roussel thought he got there in time. Well, Kraft is looking for the most passionate hockey community in America. Nominate your community for a chance to host an NHL preseason game, plus $150,000 in arena upgrades. Nominations now open. Kraft Hockeyville, for the love of hockey. Here is Minnesota head coach Mike Yeo in his fourth year behind the Wild bench. There was a lot of talk in January. His job might be in trouble. Seems like every January that's the conversation here in Minnesota. Because last year the Wild had a disastrous stretch in the middle of the season as well, but managed to make the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs the last couple of years. Last year, took Chicago to Game 6 in the second round. And you thought you could put them in 8 for this year. As Parise's taken down by Demers, there's no penalty. And Parise not happy about that. And now play called at center ice, and Zach Parise still looking back at Jason Demers.
Yeah, looks like they want a penalty. Particularly right here, it's a chip and kind of a hip check by Demers. Just step back and caught Zach Parise with a nice one there. No call. Officials thought that was a clean hit. Obviously now the crowd and Mike Yeo not liking it at all. Wants a call. Then right now Dallas getting 3 power plays so far. He's looking for one back.
One of the words that I saw there was interference. I won't share the others, but face off at center ice. The shots are 19-15 Minnesota. Wild come in 1 point out of the final playoff spot in the Western Conference. Dallas is 5 points back. Minnesota takes on Edmonton on Tuesday, a team they shut out a couple of days ago. Dallas in Winnipeg on Tuesday night. One of the teams they're chasing in that Western Conference playoff race. And news tonight, you heard Liam McEwen, the guy talking about the first intermission. Ryan Miller injured for the Vancouver Canucks tonight. The former Sabre and Blue, and that could have some Western Conference playoff implications as well. Here's Pominville, centers it, knocked away by Fiddler, held to the line by Suter. Suter shoots from a sharp angle. Enroth makes the stop. The rebound bounces down. And Koivu couldn't find it as Curtis McKenzie picks it up. McKenzie, low bridge there by Parise. And play called offside at the Dallas line.
Well, it was a nice play by Suter, getting up in the play right here, keeps it in along the left side wall, goes with a high wrist shot in through traffic, and that was another one, catches him up high. That rebound kicks right out in front. The Minnesota Wild couldn't cash in on that rebound.
Daly across to Jokipaka. Chip back up to center ice. It gets by Suter, who trails back. And now fired down the ice by Suter. He'll stand right where he is because that's where the faceoff's going to be after the icing call. So Coming up this week, some intriguing games. Detroit, Anaheim tomorrow at 10 Eastern on the NHL Network. How about the Philadelphia Flyers? Another win today, taking on Carolina on Tuesday. Coverage starts at 6:30 on NBCSN. Then rivalry night on Wednesday, the Penguins and the Capitals. Philadelphia looked out of it a month ago. But the Boston Bruins, who finally did win today in Chicago, haven't exactly run away with that final playoff spot in the East.
Well, on the West, it's going to be tight all the way down to the end. You look at the San Jose Sharks playing the LA Kings last night. They're now tied and in command with games in hand.
And San Jose's got a big 7-game road trip coming up. Calgary's got a 7-gamer. The Flames are in that mix as well. If the Dallas Stars don't make the playoffs, they'll look at two things: the points they squandered against divisional opponents early, and the leads they've given up throughout the season. Here's Cole, plays it back to Klingberg. He fans on the pass, and now it's picked up by Suter. Up ahead for Fontaine. His pass missed Parise. It's loose in front, knocked away by Klingberg, and now Granlund swings back to pick it up. Scooped in by Parise, and it slides down to Enroth. He makes a gutsy decision to play the puck and just got it out of Parise's reach. Now the bouncing puck moved ahead to Spezza. In on Suter, who falls. Spezza back with it. Centers it. Cole got a shot away, but it was blocked. And now Granlund quickly ahead for Parise. And Daly swings back as both teams will change in the final seconds here in the second period. Daly drops it back, and the Dallas Stars will go to the dressing room with a 1-0 lead after 40 minutes of play. Stay tuned for the Discovery Card Intermission Report with Liam McHugh, Keith Jones, and JR. Live from Lake Placid, New York. The Preds prevail in a shootout as Nashville gets it done again. And all the rest of the news from this hockey day in America. Jason Spezza's power play goal. The difference so far is the Dallas Stars in a crucial Western Conference showdown have a 1-0 lead on Minnesota. You're watching Hockey Day in America on NBCSN. The NHL on NBCSN is brought to you by Ford, introducing the all-new Ford F-150, the future of tough. And by SAP. Visit NHL.com/stats with insights from SAP. 35 years ago today, February 22nd, 1980, South St. Paul's Herb Brooks coached Team USA to a gold medal, or an upset of the Russians that led to a gold medal in the Lake Placid Olympics. And the legend of Herb lives on here in the state of hockey, across the United States and around the world. So set for the start of the third period. Dallas leading 1-0. The teams begin the third period at even strength as Dallas finally scored a power play goal against Minnesota, which had not allowed a man advantage goal in its previous 12 games. And Jason Spezza, the man who scored it, fires it down in the Minnesota zone. Now the question for Dallas: can it hold a lead? As Spezza fires that wide. And if we're wondering it, Brett, you've got to know the Stars are thinking that too.
Well, no doubt. They weathered the storm in the first period. That's where the Minnesota Wild have done all their damage in the first period. 22 first-period goals there. But through that 16 games win streaks here, and the great play that they've had. But, boy, they weathered it, and now they had their power play get them on track.
Out of the line by Matt Dumba with a shot. He ripped that high and wide. Held on the other point by Scandella. Down he goes for Niederreiter. Reno Niederreiter spins off Jamie Benn. Plays it back to Dumba. Has a look and shoots. Pad saved by Enroth. Matt Dumba can really bring it. 20-year-old from Calgary, Alberta. First-round pick of the Wild back in 2012. They're now brought in by Cody Eakin, and the play is offside. So we talked about the Stars trying to hold a lead. The third period's been a real problem for them. They've been outscored by 18 in the third period so far this year. That's 26th in the NHL.
Well, that's just because you've got some young defensemen playing for the Dallas Stars, and sometimes you make some mistakes, and that's what Lindy Ruff talked about today. Shooting the puck out last game, and it cost them a goal. Nonetheless, you got to stick it out and work with these young players to get them better.
This young defense is going to get younger and better in the years ahead. You've got Jamie Alexiak down in the American League. Patrick Nemeth, who suffered a severely lacerated arm in training camp that's held him up for most of the year. Now Parise down on it for Minnesota. Zach Parise picks it out. Drops it back for Folden. Christian Folden backhands it back in for the score! Parise taps it home and the game is tied.
By the That was a great cycle right here. Going backdoor Folden, and it all set up earlier than that. And a beautiful play by Zach Parise. Battle along the wall right there. Kicks it to himself, gets it up to his stick, protects it, throws it out to the defenseman, and then goes right to the back door and gets a nice feed by Folden. And what a play, give and go by Zach Parise to get this game tied.
Parise's 24th of the year. Leads the Minnesota Wild in goal scoring. He's been a hallmark of consistency for the Wild this year. He has not gone more than 5 games without scoring at any point this season. And now banked down, and that's knocked away by Dubnyk.
That's the stuff he does, though, Gord. He works so well along the wall. He battles. He puts his body in position where he can protect it. And Parise right there in the corner. And that was the exchange right there. And just a great pass, backhand sauce over to Parise going to the back door. And what a play by Folden.
Parise played at Shattuck St. Mary's Prep School. Onto the National Team Development Program in Ann Arbor. Then to North Dakota. New Jersey. And now the Minnesota Wild at his home state. And along the way, the captain of the Olympic team in Sochi. And the man scored the tying goal late in the third period in Vancouver. Now a centering pass just missed Schrader. And it's picked up by Curtis McKenzie. In for Alex Hemsky. Hemsky was dealt over this game throughout the day. In fact, the Wild called up the player, Brendan Ranford, who they'd sent down yesterday just to be sure. And the centering pass goes ahead to Vanek. In he comes, he shoots, and Enroth gets a piece of that. Thomas Vanek's been turned away a couple times by his former teammate. Now Scandella wrists it wide, and it's back down to the Wild zone. Minnesota with the edge in shots, 23-16 as Suter spins back. And now Jonas Brodin spun himself into the corner and plays it across to Suter. Brodziak banks it off the boards and down the ice. Haula can really fly, but had it knocked away by Horcoff. Now here's Haula back with it. Walks it and fires. Enroth makes the save. And there's no rebound as Parise was looking for the loose puck.
Well, earlier, a nice little replay here. Marco Scandella does a good play right here, protects it, fakes that little pass, and then he turns it up and gets his feet moving. That's how that whole play gets made. Vanek stretch pass, nice little pump fake. Enroth kind of goes down. Thought he was going to expose that top corner. He tried to pick it. Enroth with a good shoulder save, but good job there by Scandella to get his feet moving out of pressure in the defensive zone. Led to that nice pass to Vanek.
Scandella was shaken up in Minnesota's win over Edmonton on Friday night, but has stayed in the lineup. Now back goes Klingberg for it. Garrett Cole tries to bring it across, picked out by Suter. Loose puck scooped up by Koivu. Mikko Koivu, sharp angle shot, scores! Koivu sneaks it by Enroth, and just like that, Minnesota has the lead.
Enroth right there, kind of maybe one of the mistakes he's made today. He's played pretty good. Really not square to the shooter there. Koivu kind of goes on the short side. One of those ones you'd like to have back, but there's the turnover there. Koivu picks it up. Now it's just a bad angle, and as you see, he's not square to that shot. His legs are almost down the goal line. And it was just a good decision right there by Koivu to just challenge it. And because he's not square, he finds that 5-hole almost. And boy, just like that, you talked about Gord giving up a lot of third-period goals with the Dallas Stars, and here's another one to add to that list.
So Koivu's got his 10th goal of the year. 8 of them scored here in St. Paul. And the Wild have seized the lead. A night after Dallas coughed up 2 two-goal leads in a 7-6 overtime loss to the Detroit Red Wings.
Koivu, just a great hockey player. Real heads-up play right there, coming down the left side. And as you see, he's got his head up right there. It looked like Enroth tried to glove it, but it was too low for the glove to pick up, and that's when it hit the inside of that left leg and goes in.
The Wild have told Koivu for years to shoot the puck more. He tends to be more of a pass-first player. And he's one off the 11 goals he scored last year for the Wild. Parise for Granlund. Now Granlund plays it back down to the Dallas zone. Took it back up for Roussel. And Brent, you played a long time in the league. When a team is going through something like Dallas is, you've got to know what's preying on their minds.
Well, that's when your leadership has to continue to step up. Ben's been doing a good job of that. You've got to have a guy to settle it down out there when it's going south. And right now, the Dallas Stars are going to need some guys to step up here and make a play.
Demers' pass deflected right in front and not through the crease by Eakin. And now banked ahead by Justin Fontaine, but the puck goes into the Dallas bench. Let's take a look at the player profile with highlights from SAP and some insight into some of the advanced stats and expanded stats that are being used. He's averaging 0.4 goals every 20 minutes played. And his team gets 104 more shot attempts when he's on the ice. And he ranks tops on his team in that. And the NHL unveiling expanded stats this week on its website. Much discussion about the value of those stats and how they're used. Lindy Ruff, for one, has always used, I want to call them expanded stats. He bases his on scoring chances, which is much more subjective.
I like that too, Gord, not to interrupt you there, but I like the scoring chances where you get at the end of the game, you've got your coaches and staff can look it over, scoring chances for and against. And that can give you a true read of what your players are doing against your opponents. And that's one of the best analytics that I see that's out there right now.
But there certainly is some value in some of the advanced work, as Fiddler fires it wide, more for teams you would find than individuals, but at this point anyway. Jordy Benn shoots that down. It's knocked away. Here's Fiddler with it. And Fiddler looks down to McKenzie. Got bumped in the corner by Dumba. And it's picked up by Coyle. Charlie Coyle lifts it high in the air, trying to find Vanek. The puck was in behind him. And Jordy Benn, Jamie's older brother, played that away. Sevier swings that rink line for Fiddler. Centers it. The puck goes wide. And now Sevier trying to return the pass to McKenzie. Had it knocked away. And here comes Coyle. Jumps around Goligoski and finds Schrader. Gordon Schrader was a first-round pick of the Vancouver Canucks, who elected not to re-sign him in the offseason. Broke his ankle twice last year playing for Vancouver. So his home state team gave him a free agent contract from Prior Lake, Minnesota. Goligoski for Spezza as the Dallas goal. Give the Stars the lead in the second period, a lead that has evaporated here in the third. Now Spezza brings it back. Has a look and tries to throw that in front. Niederreiter picks it off. It's a 3-on-2 for Minnesota. In comes Pominville, centers it for Niederreiter. That deflects wide. And Goligoski scoops it up for Dallas to Spezza. Spezza gains center ice. The Stars are changing. He winds back to buy some time and feeds it up for Daly. Trevor Daly drops it off to Cole. Can't get a shot away. And it's moved up by Prosser. Haula was tied up there by Horkoff, and Haula spins back to pick it up.
That was good recovery by Horkoff right there. Nope, didn't quit on it, got back, and actually broke that little 2-on-1, possible potential 2-on-1 up.
Jokipakis steps around Brodziak. Now Cole with it. Steps across the line, but the play is called offside. 13:26 to go in the third period. Zach Parise and Mikko Koivu have staked the Minnesota Wild to a third period lead on Hockey Day in America. Back in St. Paul, Minnesota, a 2-1 Wild lead over the Stars. Minnesota win tonight moves the Wild into the top 8 in the Western Conference. They were 10 points out of a playoff spot a month ago. Won 2 out of 14 games. And it appeared as though the season was slipping away. Then gave the trade for Devin Dubnyk. And suddenly Minnesota is the hottest team in the NHL. 12-3-2 in its last 17 games since making a deal with Arizona to get Devan Dubnyk for a third-round pick. Right now, I don't think the Wild care who Arizona picks with that selection. Now Schrader tries to bring it in. Granlund had it knocked away. Eakin quickly ahead for Ryan Garvin. In comes Garvin with a chance. Trying to shovel that on goal. Scandella took him off the puck. And Scandella lifts it high in the air, trying to find Vanek, who swats at that. To get it an icing as Klingberg falls. Now Vanek for Schrader. And Klingberg moves it ahead. Finds Eakin. Back to Klingberg, who leads the rush for Dallas. In, shoots, that dribbles wide of the goal. As Prosser got a stick on it. Loose in front, and Dubnyk pounces on that. And we're going to face off in the Minnesota zone as Dallas GM Jim Nill looks on. Watching a movie he's seen far too often this season. Last year, his first year as the GM of the Dallas Stars, he makes the Tyler Seguin trade. Works out great, and Dallas goes to the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. This year, it has been a struggle from the get-go. The goaltending hasn't been great. They're 29th in the NHL in save percentage. Tyler Seguin's been hurt. And just like that, a season that showed so much promise is an uphill climb. Dallas 5 out of the last playoff spot entering play tonight, but the third highest scoring team in the league still has chances. In comes Jamie Benn with a chance. He shoots, and Dubnyk steers that away. Battle for it in the corner. Niederreiter tied up down there, picked up by Goligoski, shoots, and Dubnyk makes the save through the traffic as Hemsky was digging for the rebound.
Well, that chance right there really created in the neutral zone. Jamie Benn right here. Watch, he works his way back, picks it out of the air, and now flips it to himself over the stick of Koivu, cuts across the line. Good shot right there, and that's just a great play by him. That right there, that's that little flip pass, kind of gives it to himself. Allows him to create more zone time, and then it led to that second opportunity. And Jamie Benn last night got in a scrap after his team out to a slow start, sparked his team to kind of go on a nice little run there. Unfortunately, they lost that game, but boy, he's an inspirational leader for this hockey team.
Now a lead pass, and jumping in is Brodziak, loose in front of backhand shot, stopped by Enroth. Brodziak plays it back to the point for Scandella. Has a look and fires. Enroth makes the stop. Loose puck on the side of the goal. They score! Stefan Bayou! And Minnesota has a 2-goal lead. First goal of the year for Stefan Bayou, who has spent much of the season in the American Hockey League as a veteran player. And now the Wild have a 3-1 advantage.
Well, Scandella's having one tremendous third period right here. That was just a shot from the point. Kind of gets caught in some traffic. He lets it go. He finds an angle. Doesn't get the block out front, but the Dallas Stars there in Sevier. And then there it was. It was laying there, and Beaulieu just found that rebound and cashed in on it.
Another shot up high on Enroth. And Stefan Bayou has his first goal since last April when he scored against Pittsburgh. 33-year-old, who was a third-round pick of the Wild back in 2001. He goes back to the Jacques Lemaire days with his franchise.
Time to go, 8:41. Bayou from Scandella
and the Stars are dropping quickly in that third-period goal differential stat, as they've been outscored 3-0 here in the first half of this third period.
Great job by Bayou. Kind of taking a beating out front and paying the price. But see how he works on the inside position, getting inside on Eric Cole right there. And because of that inside position, that puck hits him on that first initial shot. And Bayou finds it there in Cole's feet and cashes in on it. But all really created by his ability to kind of get inside on Cole and park himself inside right on that blue paint.
Bayou, Wes Walz and company were the stalwarts of Jacques Lemaire's stifling Minnesota defensive team. Remember when Lemaire used to refer to Wes Walz as a 50-goal man. Score 15, prevent 35, 50 goals.
Well, you got to do all the little things at this level when you're playing on those third and fourth line roles. Find little plays, blocking shots, being good, responsible in your defensive zone. And boy, when you can cash in on a goal, big goal like this to put your team ahead 3-1 late in the, well, halfway through this third here, that's something that you'll take from a fourth liner any day of the week.
Through 2 periods, he played 4 minutes and 12 seconds, less than anyone in the game. Here's Schrader with a chance now, works it back in front. The pass missed Coyle. Not sure what Yo said to his team between periods, but pretty effective, whatever it was. And now Coyle spins back for it and plays it to Suter.
That was a good job by Eakin getting back for Dallas, but then also Vanek getting back the other way.
Dallas, of course, played last night, traveled here, got in the middle of the night. I think so did you. Yeoman worked to take the red eye and get here. But you thought those days were over when you retired from playing, huh, Brett?
Yeah, a nice little red eye last night, but great to be here. Hockey Day in America. It's just it's a lot of fun calling this game. Dallas Stars, the old Minnesota North Stars, against the new Wild.
In comes Niederreiter for the Wild. Parks in front, centers it, and Jordie Benn breaks that up. And now Niederreiter with the steal, trying to leave it there for Pominville. And Jamie Benn shields off Pominville. Going to be a month before Dallas gets Tyler Seguin back. And Jamie Benn comes in front of Suter. And Pominville left it there. He needed a change. As Jordie Benn comes in. Bangs it off the inboards for Horcoff. Stars are changing. Horcoff buys some time. Drops it down to Goligoski. That's picked off by Prosser. Up for Fontaine, who drops it back for Granlund. Granlund streaking in, has room. Granlund backhand shot, stopped by Enrod. Fontaine back with it. And back come the Stars as Trevor Daley leads the rush. Banks it right down on Dubnyk. And he'll hang on to that and get a snow shower from Sean Horcoff. It has been an explosion for the Wild here in the third period. Stéphane Veilleux has the third goal as Minnesota has a 3-1 lead on Hockey Day in America. Welcome back to St. Paul, Minnesota, where the revolving door in the crease has been in operation for the Wild. Darcy Kemper and Nicholas Backstrom both had their struggles. So the Wild get Devan Dubnyk. And he has gone 12-2-1 so far for Minnesota since being acquired in mid-January from the Arizona Coyotes. And if you missed it earlier, this is a player who some 10 months ago was sitting in Hamilton, Ontario in the American Hockey League, wondering what had happened to his career. He'd been dealt 3 times and basically given up on by 3 franchises. Signed as a free agent by Arizona in the offseason. Dealt for a 3rd-round pick to the Wild, who were desperate for goaltending. And suddenly, it's a match made in heaven. Now Eakin pokes it ahead, and a penalty coming. It's going to be against the Dallas Stars for interference. And the Wild will go to the power play as Antoine Roussel goes off.
Dallas, number 21.
Well, Roussel had position kind of right there, and he leaned into Scandella as he was trying to go back and play Eakin, going wide on him there. And that's where that interference happened. So just when you don't want a penalty against you here in the third, down by 2 goals with 8:13 remaining, Wild are going to go back on the power play.
What a turn of events for Dallas twice in 24 hours. Now Koivu in for the face-off against Fiddler, so down 2. Dallas needs a kill. We have mentioned before, Dallas is a dangerous team shorthanded. It's had chances tonight down a man.
Well, they've got 9 shorthanded goals scored. That's most in the NHL, so this team can score goals here.
Parise chips it down. Enrod handcuffed by that, sweeps it away. Now Parise back on it. Drops it back to Vanek. His pass bounces down to Pominville, who finds Koivu. Tries to center it, and banging it. That was Pominville. Now a sharp angle shot. Enrod got a piece of that from Vanek. And a broken stick goes fluttering to the corner. There's Suter with a drive. That's blocked in front, and Daley picks it up and knocks it down the ice. And meanwhile, Parise, whose stick was sawed in half, finally gets free and heads to the Minnesota bench.
That was a great play by Trevor Daley to weather the storm and protect himself. His body got a chance to knock that puck down 200. Good play by him.
Now the centering pass is knocked down by Garbutt. He's away with Eakin. Cody Eakin and across the line with the screen. Shoots. Dubnyk makes the stop. Takes a late bump from Garbutt. And that draws some attention from the Wild. So a decent short-handed chance there for the Dallas Stars.
Well, 180 feet from Dubnyk. There's Enroth. Had some action here on this power play. Wild doing a good job of creating that action right to the front end, trying to throw pucks down in front of him with people right there inside the blue paint. Zach Parise battling with the defenseman right there. That's the nice play by Trevor Daley, kind of positioning himself to expose that puck and trying to finally get it down.
Now Coyle sets thing up. Drops it back for Brodin. Fired in by Coyle. Here's Niederreiter looking for it. Granlund left it there for Brodin. And Dumba with a long wrist shot. That's tipped wide. Loose behind the goal for Coyle. To Kyle Granlund. To Brodin. Back to Granlund. Swings it across to Dumba. In shoot, scores! Matt Dumba power play goal. 4-1 Wild. And the roof is caving in on the Dallas Stars.
Another nice play by Granlund there. Just a beautiful pass. It's a subtle play along the left side. And he gets this puck, he gets his head up, looks, and then he finds him, Dumba in the back door. And I had a great look at this. And he's got his head up, Dumba does, right here. Kind of cradles it, calms it down, flattens that puck, and then just picks the top corner. Beautiful pass and even a better shot by the young defenseman for the Minnesota Wild.
2 goals the last 3 games for Matt Dumba, the 20-year-old. Who scored once in 13 games last year. He began the year in the NHL, was sent back to junior to play for the Portland Winterhawks of the Western Hockey League. And a 4-goal explosion here in the 3rd period for the Minnesota Wild, who can advance to the top 8 in the Western Conference standings with a win tonight. Amazing what some confidence in your goaltender will do for you.
It really is, and you know, it's just that one save that you can get when you have a breakdown. He makes that stop for you, and it gives you the confidence. Mike Yeo, we talked to him this morning, and because of that little subtle confidence, his team is playing more aggressive. Not only more aggressive in the defensive zone, but in the offensive zone, they're willing to take more chances, and that's leading to offense.
There's a bad home loss here on January the 6th to San Jose that led to a Fanny Lace tirade the next day as Schrader comes jumping in. Coach Mike Yeo snapping his stick at practice, kicking his team off the ice. That was in the midst of a 6-game losing streak that included a 7-1 loss to Dallas and a 7-2 loss to Pittsburgh that precipitated the move of the year by GM Chuck Fletcher. And Minnesota making a major move here in the 3rd. 4 unanswered goals, a 4-1 lead on Hockey Day in America. There is Minnesota GM Chuck Fletcher, who made the deal in mid-January to get Devan Dubnyk from Arizona. They were desperate, let's be honest. The Wild were running out of options. Pucks were filling the net. And the son of longtime Hall of Fame GM Cliff Fletcher made a deal that has turned his team's season around. It's amazing how it works out sometimes. You played on a Stanley Cup winning team where Cam Ward won the playoff MVP award and deserved it, but he didn't begin the playoffs as your starting goaltender. Lead pass to Granlund. In alone, Granlund works in, scores! Mikael Granlund, and it's 5-1 Wild.
This is just a great play. Granlund finds that little soft area right between the 2 defensemen, and he just does the rest there. This kid's just a talent. Granlund, nice D-to-D pass. Also with a good pass up the middle, and then it's a fake hand to the forehand, backhand, and he goes back to the forehand and puts it over the goaltender on a nice little play there past Enroth.
6th goal of the year for Mikael Granlund, who missed 13 games this season with wrist surgery. That's 5 goals on 14 shots for the Wild in the 3rd period. Wow. What else can you say? Poland draws an assist. And now a chance for Suter busting in. And that knocked away. And away comes Sevier. Colton Sevier comes in. Centers it. And Horkoff had that knocked away by Scandella. A long charter flight tonight for Dallas into Winnipeg. And they're chanting 6 here tonight in St. Paul. Another sellout crowd for the Wild. Well, if you'd taken Philadelphia and Minnesota to make runs at playoff spots a month and a half ago, you'd be sitting pretty right now, huh, Brett?
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at the Dallas Stars, this is now the 16th time they've given up more than 5 goals. That's one thing, obviously, Lindy Ruff talked about today this morning. He's been wanting his team to work on that defensive part of their game. And tonight, boy, the Minnesota Wild have opened it up here in the 3rd.
34-19 of the shots in favor of the Wild. Dallas 27th in the NHL in goals against, 29th in save percentage as a team. Tough to evaluate your team when the goaltending's not great, and the Wild could tell you that about 6 weeks ago.
If you look at that Koivu goal, it was the Parise goal that tied it, but the Koivu one, the bad one from the sharp angle that led to the lead and kind of the floodgates to open up is really the heartbreaker because it was a bad shot from a tough angle. And it goes in on your team, and that's when your sails kind of, the wind gets out of the sail, and that's when it's tough to battle back.
Now Fiddler digging for it. So the Wild poised to move into a wild card playoff spot in the West, at least temporarily. And Brodziak picks it up. Requine, he goes for Howell, who plays it in deep. And Jokipaka is back to pick it up for the Stars. Up for Eakin. And the centering pass knocked down. Here comes Vanek quickly ahead for Schrader. Jordan Schrader's drinking in. He's bumped off the puck by Jordy Ben, who got him with a high stick. And now Coyle picks it up, fires it back down to Vanek. Centers it, and Schrader had that swept away by Enroth. Jonas Enroth played for Lindy Ruff in Buffalo. They were together with the Sabres. Acquired last week in the deal. And now Demers out to center ice to Antoine Roussel. Dumba takes that away from him. And Dumba back with it. 2.5 to go in the 3rd period. Minnesota poised to win for the 4th time in 5 meetings with Dallas this year. And Dallas with a poor record against the Central Division. As a backhand shot by Parise, scores! Squeezes that by Enroth, and that's 6.
Parise, you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. Kind of a bad goalie D-exchange. Klingberg just tries to go up there. And again, Granlund steps in the middle of that pass. And the young defenseman Klingberg is going to learn some lessons along the way here. We all make mistakes as the young defenseman. These are ones that you'll watch. And Lindy Ruff talked about that this morning. Klingberg had kind of a bit of a tough night last night. And tonight, that was just a tough little pass right there. But Zach Parise is going to make you pay for that. This is just a tough league to play in, but this kid's got a lot of young talent, Klingberg. He's a great young hockey player. Just got to learn to shake those ones off now and continue to get better.
6 goals on 15 shots. 2 of those goals by Parise. And what was a 1-0 lead for Dallas is a 6-1 deficit. And the 6 goals allowed this 3rd period, the most a team has given up in the NHL this year. In comes Spezza now. Spezza open to scoring, fires it again, beats Dubnyk. And just like that, Dallas has a 2nd goal, both coming from Jason Spezza.
Well, Jamie Benn makes a beautiful pass in the neutral zone. It was a long lead pass by the defenseman. He gets it right there in the neutral zone. It's got a little deflection. He kind of picks it up, and that subtle backhand pass, and Spencer going full speed. Got a good position on Prosser right there. And there's that backhand I'm talking about. Picks it up off his skate, protects the puck. A couple of sticks slashing at it. Actually, Dubnyk looked a little bit deep in his net on that play, and boy, Spencer made him pay.
No fly by the bench, no high fives. Right back to center ice, drop the puck. Dallas wants out of here. Dumba for Vanek. And Dumba drops it back to Scandella. And now Jokipaka, look out, chips it over the Dallas bench and into the crowd.
Scoring for Dallas.
The Premier League is on NBCSN next Sunday morning at 6 Eastern. Man City takes on the hottest team in the Premiership, Liverpool. Weekend coverage begins Saturday morning at 7 Eastern as West Ham hosts Crystal Palace, the Premier League. He's on NBCSN. And right now, it looks like Dallas is defending soccer nets the way the pucks are going in. We asked Lindy Ruff this morning about last night. He just said, it's not last night, it's this year. It's been that kind of year for us. Here's Horkoff now. Centers it. Dubnyk makes the stop on that. And the Minnesota Wild, who have won 5 in a row at home, are about to make that a 6-game winning streak on home ice and run their record since the trade to 13-3-2. And Devin Dubnyk's name remains in ink on the lineup card as the starting goaltender for the Wild, making his 17th consecutive start tonight. Fontaine banks it out. Still to come, Liam McHugh and the company will wrap things up from Lake Placid. What a day of hockey here on Hockey Day in America. And a great scene in Lake Placid, New York, and across the country as the game is celebrated in so many places by so many people. So 6 weeks ago, they were getting booed off the ice. Now they're getting standing ovations, and the Minnesota Wild are, for now, in a playoff position. 6 goals in the third period. A 6-2 win over Dallas. And the Wild are the 7th place team in the Western Conference. They were 10 out of a playoff spot just 6 weeks ago. And for the Dallas Stars, that uphill climb looks even steeper now. Devin Dubnyk gets another win for the Minnesota Wild as their spark plug Zach Parise leads them with a pair of goals in the third period. For Brett Hedican and all of us at NBCSN, I'm Gord Miller. Thanks for tuning in. Now stay tuned for NHL Overtime next.